state senator, it was a very interesting process down there. It was a little bit bigger sandbox than I thought it would be. But it was interesting. I became the budget writer for the state of Washington. I told them, you know, I don't claim to be a math whiz, but I can count money just fine. And they actually put me in charge of writing the state's budget. As chairman of the Senate Ways and Means Committee, I was in charge of taxing, spending, pensions, everything that in the state did that was over $50,000 had to come past my gavel. You know, next to governor, that's the best job in Olympia. And I got the honor and privilege of being the chairman of the Senate Ways and Means Committee. They're the largest dollar deficit in Washington state history. Yeah, timing's everything in life, isn't it? Yeah. But I stood up and I said, look, I am not going to raise taxes because I believe raising taxes would harm the economy and throw people out of work. But I'm going to do everything I can to protect the most vulnerable people in our society. Do you think about people in nursing homes or people with developmental disabilities or people, you know, mentally ill? There, but for the grace of God, you and I, we need to be there to help. My goal was to prove that you can be fiscally conservative and still have a social conscience, because I think those things are mutually exclusive. Boy, did the naysayers come out. Because I had a one-vote Republican majority in the Senate. Democrats control the House, Democrats in the governor's mansion. And in our lifetime, most every major deficit has been met with a tax increase. So I was talking about something that really hadn't been done. My own caucus, my own Republican Senate members didn't really believe I could do what I said I wanted to do. In the end, by working across party lines, balanced the biggest deficit in state history without raising taxes and still protected the vulnerable, ended up receiving the first annual Defender of Liberty Award from the Evergreen Freedom Foundation for being the architect of the most fiscally conservative budget ever written in this state. It's something I'm equally as proud of. Ended up receiving 6 different awards from the developmentally disabled community for doing exactly what I said it would do, by protecting their funding, proving that you can be fiscally conservative and still have a social conscience, even though those naysayers who had all that experience told me I was nuts. That's right, you don't listen to those people. That's really part of this, is just don't listen to those people. You know, you may be going off to college here shortly. I imagine many of you are. And my wife and I just took our oldest off to the University of Dallas this last year. She just finished her freshman year. And that was a tough time for Dad to take his princess off to college, especially so far away. And it was a very interesting time. So my wonderful wife Terry and I, we fly down to Dallas, and we get down there, and it was an interesting proposition. We show up at the bookstore. It was $450. Then we went to Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh my goodness. There was a pallet sitting there waiting for us. It had already been picked out. Things had been picked out. And I said to I looked at my wife and I said, well, I mean, do we really need the drape has to match the bedspread? And I got that look. Got that look. Don't ask questions about these things. Sometimes, you know, for marital bliss, it's better off shutting up and open up the wallet and you go. So anyway, we're at Bed Bath & Beyond. We go over to Target. It's a couple $100. Go to Home Depot, $150 for a refrigerator. Then we go back to Target, and it's another $100 and something. And we're going through Target about 11 o'clock at night, and we're walking through there, and Juliana, our daughter, hits me in the back of the ankle with a cart. I am limping through Target with an empty wallet. I felt like I got mugged, let me tell you. So parents, that's what you got to look forward to. That's what I want to let you know about that one. That's what you got to look forward to. Just be careful with the cart, kids, all right? Just be careful. I'm going to tell you one final story. It's also another true story, and it really involves our children, our 4 children, and a dog, and the President of the United States as well. And so it's a story that, you know, we had some cats that had passed away, and our kids wanted a dog, and they were on me about getting a dog. And I was doing the parent thing. We've all done it. You know, you don't even clean your own room. You got to show me you're responsible enough to have a dog. You know, that's what happened to me, so you pass that on down, right? And so, and they go, oh, they weren't really hearing any of that. They just wanted a dog. They wanted a dog. So at this time, Juliana was 13, Jake was 10, Joseph was 7, little Jillian was 3. And they, you know, and so they're just on me every day about getting a dog. Got to get a dog. And then you know, they're leaving pictures of dogs all over the house. You know, and one Saturday, I'm trying to get some work done in my den, and you know, and Juliana, the ringleader, she's the one that was trying to push so hard for this. She sends a little Jillian, Daddy, we gotta get a dog. And then Joseph comes in, we gotta get a dog. And Jake comes in, gotta get a dog. And then she comes in, and finally, this goes under the heading of beware of what you tell your children just to get them off your back. Because she came in, I was a little kind of upset because I was trying to get something work done. And I said, all right, the only way I'm getting you a dog is if the President of the United States tells me I need to get a dog. She seemed satisfied with that. She walked out and said, that's good. I'm back to making her be responsible. You know, this is a good thing. You know, and I forgot all about what I had said. You know, I'm a state senator at that point in time. I had not run for governor or anything like that. And I go to D.C. about 6 months later. I go to D.C. on business, and Terry and the kids show up at the end of the week, and we're going to do a little tour around D.C. And that night we were confirmed for a West Wing tour. Very exciting. You know, we're there, and the boys in their little ties. It was great. We're going to get to the Oval Office. There's a little rope that's blocking off the Oval Office. Juliana is trying to get past the rope. I go, what are you doing? She opens up her purse. She pulls out a letter. I go, what's that? She goes, you know? I went, oh no. No. Yeah, she was trying to put it on the president's desk, this letter. And I didn't get to read the letter, but she told me a little bit about what it said. She said, dear Mr. President, can you please take a minute out of your busy day and give my dad a call and tell him we should get a dog. And, you know, so on and so, I could have went so on and so forth. And then at the end, she put a PS, just trying to be helpful. She said, please don't call too early because there's a 3-hour time difference. Yeah. Trying to be helpful. And, well, anyway, the lady who was giving us the tour, she says, I'll take that letter. I'll make sure it gets to the right spot. I'm going, good. It's in the back with the other 400,000 letters he got that day. This is a good thing. I'm back to making him be responsible. This is wonderful. Well, I tell you, the next day, you know, she's asked me, did he call yet? I said, look, he's the leader of the free world. He's not going to call me about a dog, okay? You know, we get back from D.C. and a reporter from the Seattle Times knew I'd gone back to D.C. on business, and so he asked me about the trip. So I told him what happened. And I told him the first part of the story. He says, oh, if you get any contact at all, you got to give me a call. I said, look, he's not going to call me about a dog, all right? Well, anyway, I come back from a trip from Walla Walla, and my Senate office always forwards up when we're not in session, my mail in one big chunk. And so I'm going through the mail. You know, there's this handwritten card. I look at this card, and I start reading it. It says, Dear Juliana, thank you for your letter and your picture. I agree that dogs can be good friends. I love Barney and Spot. Tell your dad it's a good idea to get a dog. Best wishes, George W. Bush. Yeah, I got bushwhacked, let me tell you. Yeah. But a deal's a deal, right? Deal's a deal. And so now we had to figure out, okay, now what are we going to do? You know, we got to figure out we're going to get a dog now. Well, I called that reporter back. I said, you're not going to believe this, but we've got this card. He says, I want to see it. I went, oh, okay, all right. Well, I sent him this card. And next morning, front page of the Seattle Times, front page of the King County Journal, King 5 News sees it. They come out and film. It's looping on King 5 News, Com TV, Cable News Northwest, and 3 states. I get up the next morning, it's looping on CNN, and CNN headline news that President Bush ordered a Washington State senator to get his kids a dog. Yeah. So now I'm getting emails from people from all over the country trying to tell me the only kind of dog to get for your kids is X. And every kind of dog was a different kind of dog, right? So we made all those people happy because we went to the Humane Society and got a dog of various breeds. But now we had to figure out what we're going to name the dog. And everybody had their ideas. The boys, of course, wanted to name him James Bond. Yeah, they also want to name their baby sister James Bond, too. So we kind of pulled them out of the loop. We came up with a W, D-U-B-Y, Texas, you know, after the president. And there's more to that story, but, you know, when I ran for governor, then Terry and Juliana got to be at the base of Air Force One, and Juliana showed the president the picture of his namesake, and he said, I'm honored. Very gracious man. Very gracious man. You know, why did I tell you this story? I mean, it's a funny story, but why did I really tell you this story? It fits right back in with what I was talking about, those naysayers. Those people that tell you that you aren't really going to achieve or think you're ever going to achieve what you want to achieve. What can we all learn from this 13-year-old girl? Because as adults, we think everything that's going to happen in the future is based upon our history in the past. Juliana Marie Rossi had no idea that this was impossible, did she? She set her plan out, didn't she? She put one foot in front of the other. And she didn't listen to the naysayer. Who was the naysayer? Yeah, that would have been me. She didn't listen to the naysayer. She ended up with a dog who's been a wonderful addition to the Rossi household. I tell you, folks, I just want to make sure that you understand that you can achieve anything you want in this world. You know, my grandparents came here from Italy, Silvino and Concetta Rossi. They came here to America because they believed it could be a better place for themselves and their children and their grandchildren. They came through Ellis Island, worked their way across America, ended up in Black Diamond, Washington, where my grandpa was a coal miner. You go in the Black Diamond Museum, my grandpa's two-man saws up on the wall. You know what? They came here because of the opportunities that America offers. That you will rise to the level that your talent and work ethic will take you. That's how this country works. You can do anything you want with your life. It's up to you. Congratulations on all the hard work. Congratulations, parents, on all the hard work you've come through. God bless you. Thank you very much.